Want nice furniture, but don't want to spend all that time leveling up your furniture skill? Well, have no worries. We're going to show you how to get a ton of XP. Almost unlimited. Not quite unlimited, right? But we need to hurry because this is a glitch, and the devs are doing a hot patch to fix it. So it'll either be fixed today, when you see this video, or probably by Monday at the latest. So as you can see, I'm heading to the Phoenix Shrine. This is a step you may not need, but definitely want to do it for myself because I want to get as much XP as possible. So I'm coming here and boost up my XP real quick and try and get it up. We'll get it up to 75% and then we'll move on. And one thing I want you to check out is you can see my furniture skill is level 4. And by the time we're done with this, it's going to be at level 11. And how I got to there was 60,000 gold and 3 hours of farming. So not bad, really. Okay, so the hot patch that came out today, or well, yesterday when you'll be watching this video, fixed quite a few things. So supposedly if you've lost items in your housing plot or whatever from the hallways, at the very least the hallways, I know the porches are still an issue, or maybe that's been fixed too, but they said the hallways are fixed. The items will return to you at the front of your lot. The other thing they did was they tuned some graphic settings, whatever, right? And you can now properly collect the flow stone though, right? The flow stone is located by the exit into Plumehound privilege quest. I don't know if y'all know this, but they did a new quest that came out just a few days ago, and you need a flow stone to complete it, and only one person per instance can get it, and so then until the server resets, you're just out of luck if you're on one of those instances where it's already gone. They also doubled the amount of seeds corn and spicy pepper give you, bringing them more in line with the other fruits and vegetables, which is great. So now you get quite a bit more seeds, so you can use less of those to get what you need. So anyway, let's get back to the point of the video, right? And now we've gone over the important parts of the patch. So in order to make this work, when you go to craft furniture, you can see there's green checkmark boxes next to everything you've already crafted. If it doesn't have a check mark, it means you haven't crafted it yet, which means you get bonus XP for crafting it. But here's the glitch, which they are working on a fix, keep that in mind. If you make multiple of them, so I'll see as 99 as possible, and using something with as little, that takes as little resources as possible to do this, you get the bonus experience for all number crafted. So if you craft 99, you get bonus experience for 99 items because it gives you that first time crafting experience for all 99 of them, which is awesome. And maybe a little broken, which of course they're fixing. But if you're like me, you don't like furniture crafting, that's the way to go. So now that I've crafted this thing, I'm going to select the this little pot looking thing because it looks like it'll take the least amount of resources out of all these 3 things here. So it'll give me a new thing that should take very few resources, the Homestead Small Jug. Which it does, it only takes like 3 ceramic to make. Here's the issue. Your inventory fills up, and then you have to destroy one at a time if you want to get out of your inventory. You could go put it in your chest instead of destroying it one at a time. But what I would recommend at this point when you're doing this crafting, instead of having empty inventories, to fill your inventory up with a bunch of random stuff, not the stuff you're going to be using to craft, because that will go out of your inventory, allowing the items to go back into your inventory. But with a bunch of stuff you're not going to be using in crafting, just fill your inventory up. I left one slot open, apparently that's not necessary. But anyway, this will keep you from having to remove as much from your inventory. And you go back in and do this again. Right, so you saw a jump from level 4 to level 8. Now we're going to craft this again after, of course, gathering more stuff. So we're going to find another item I have made that doesn't take very many resources that I haven't made yet. So this log cabin swing gate, I'll do that one. Now keep in mind that experience is compounding. So each level takes significantly more XP. So we're going to craft 99 of these log cabin swing gates. And my experience is going to move up, but not quite even a full level, right? The gates probably aren't worth very much XP, even with the first craft bonus, but that's okay, because it was a simple item which gave us access to more simple items. So this bookshelf here on the right, we'll get that, and then we'll go in and craft it. Right? I'll go ahead and do 6, because this is the first time that's what I can make. But you can just make 1 or whatever. If it takes a lot of weird resources like this, it's probably not worth doing a whole lot of them. Unless, of course, that's all you have left are the more expansive things that take a lot of resources anyway. So, but it does give me access to this log holder, right? And it's just a simple item and takes only wood to make, which is great. So we can use that to level up on. And then, of course, here's the jugs I was telling you about. I just bought the bricks just to make this quicker. Make 99 of them. Yeah, we're gonna jump from level 8 to level 9. All right. Now, level 9 probably takes as much XP to get from level 1 to 9 as to get from 9 to 10. I don't know that for sure. That's how most games work, since 10 is basically max in this game. Alright, and now of course we're going to select something simple here, so if we needed to craft it later we could. Now, for the trick I was telling you about with your inventory in the chest. If you notice, it says unlimited decor storage. And so, that's what it means. We go over here and check how much room we have in the inventory. You can see the number here, 7142 out of 1,000. Alright, and if we start throwing our furniture in there, that number doesn't move. So there you go. You can store as much furniture in here as you want. The only thing is, it will clutter up your all inventory, so then you definitely have to use tabs, or you have to come through here and clear it out at some point. Either way, if you want to get rid of the furniture, you're going to have to clear it out at some point, whether it was in your inventory or not. Most of it's going to end up in your chest anyway, because that's you don't have 99 slots in your inventory, and almost all furniture is one slot. There's a few, like as you can see, we're more, but yeah. So that's how I reached level 11 crafting with 60k gold and 3 hours of farming wood. That's pretty much it. It was super easy, super fast. Now, if I wanted to, I could go back in and, like, own a nice bed. I could start making the beds and just work my way up to the beds. But I no longer have to worry about leveling up, having to wait for levels to get the next best item. So if you're like me, this will save you from having to recraft items over and over again. But it will ruin furniture crafting for those that enjoy it. But until there's a minigame for furniture crafting, it doesn't really seem all that enjoyable anyway. Now, the real question is, how are they going to fix this with a hot patch? What are their best options? The easiest way to fix this issue would just be to make a furniture crafting station and then move all the furniture data sheets onto that. And then there you go. It's pretty much just a copy paste over. It'd take a few hours to do. All they'd have to do is come up with a model if they don't already have a model, which of course, that takes longer. But if they already have a model, or they can use a placeholder model until they can get a better one, they could drop that into the game and you have a furniture crafting table now, which doesn't allow you to multi-craft. That would be the simplest fix. Maybe not the best fix for those of you who want to level up crafting the same thing over and over again, but it would be a simpler fix. They could also go in and add a check to see if you've crafted this item before when you go into multi-craft. If you haven't crafted the item before, it disables multi-craft, right? So you have to craft one item before multi-craft becomes available, and then it will allow you to multi-craft. But depending on how they set up multi-craft and tied it to all the tables between all the items you can craft on the workbench. When I'm saying tables, I don't mean the workbench tables. I mean the tables in the code in the background. And in Unreal, they look a lot like Excel sheets. And if they just tied the multi-craft to the whole data sheets, the whole table, then they could break it down into each section, because they obviously have sections with tabs, and go from there, right? Add a check to the furniture tab that says, hey, this hasn't been crafted yet. You can't use the multi-craft. You have to craft it once. It's just a simple boolean, right? True, false. And that would be another simple way to fix it. Both ways probably only take a few hours. One way might break more code at first, but might be easier than making a new table. Honestly, I think they need to make a new table anyway, and do a mini game with furniture crafting. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.